That crazy tail girl is so obsessed with image and that man that she put a love spell on him.
But I have to take care of him first because he has mental health issues. I don't. I'm stronger than he is.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Spooky season, they wear the bombs. They move like spirits, here they come. Don't be the girl who feeds a clown. He'll drain your peace and drag you down. Crusty back door, no free stay, no red flag. Protect your space, protect your crown. It's spooky season, shut them down.
That crazy tail girl is so obsessed with image and that man that she put a love spell on him.
But I have to take care of him first because he has mental health issues. I don't. I'm stronger than he is.
Like Gucci, if you're still in there somewhere blank, cough, sneeze, let us know you okay. She's obsessed with image, and she cannot risk losing her husband or it would damage her image. That's her brand. Gucci is her brand. She's vain and she's obsessed with image. She has fucking hidden kids. Kids that she's hidden from us because it didn't go well with her brand.
Gucci is dealing with what we call in the South roots. That lady got roots on that man. That's witchcraft. Keyshia has witchcraft on Gucci. He's not a cologne. He is covered in witchcraft. That whole interview was just bizarre. As someone who knows a lot of schizophrenic people, and I've seen it in different ranges, I've seen it in paranoia, I've seen it in mild, I've seen it in high, I've seen it in an episode, I've seen it in meds. Gucci does not have schizophrenia. He may have had a drug-induced psychotic episode before, here and there. That is a spiritual battle that's connected to somebody real close to him. That lady who changed her whole face. The amount of men that are like, yeah, she's a good woman, da 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 da. Did you not hear what she said? She called him weak. You have to listen to the way that Keyshia is putting together these words. She said she is stronger than him. She is constantly drilling that into his brain that he is weak, mentally ill, handicapped,
What's up? So the other day I was watching The Breakfast Club, and the guest on there was Keyshia and her husband Gucci Mane. And on a normal day, that lady don't say much. But today she was doing all the talking. I'm talking about Gucci Mane was like catatonic, like sitting there, letting her say the things that she was saying. Now, if you don't know who these people are, girl, child, keep scrolling. But if you knows it like me, stick with me. So she goes on further to say that Gucci Mane she didn't exactly say he was diagnosed with schizophrenia. She just used the term that he has schizophrenia. And I was looking like, what? Then she goes on to say, yeah, I control everything. I take his phone from him. I remove all the apps off the phone so he don't have his episodes online. This and that, boop, boop, wop, wop. And I was like, what? Then she says something even more interesting. She says that she would walk into the room and he's getting ready to have an episode. And she would just like clock it like, oh, you're finna have an episode. I don't think schizophrenia works quite like that. And I've been around a lot of crazy motherfuckers. And that ain't how that works. Not for no schizophrenia. He's got to be on medicine. So anyway, it just so happened that I go online and some chick was talking about the same story. Of course, because it's trending right now. But she said the same thing that I was thinking. And somebody in the comments said the same thing I was thinking too. They said, well, you know she's Jamaican. Come on now. Jamaican, Southern women, New Orleans. You follow me? Yeah, we leading to the fact that there might be some roots on your boy. Because all she talked about was control, control, control. You would have thought that girl was Janet Jackson. I try not to be one to believe in those things, you know, but I do come from a generation of women that believe in that kind of stuff. And I'll say this right now, men, you got to be very, very careful because women are very, very dangerous.
Gucci Mane being a schizophrenic was not on my bingo card for the year. Like, he just don't give me schizophrenic energy. Like, if you got family members or friends that's schizophrenic, you know that's not like schizophrenic energy. So I got a cousin from Mississippi. I had a cousin because he passed away. This was the biggest nigga I've ever seen in my life. Like, he was 6'10". Before he was schizophrenic, he didn't weigh as much as he weighed once he became schizophrenic because he also got diagnosed with diabetes. This was the biggest man. He was like 6'10", 400 something pounds. He ended up getting laced with some drugs. They put like rat poison in his weed. I think that's what it was. So in Mississippi, we had our own piece of land. We have our own piece of land. He would walk around like he's on a fake phone, like his head would be tilted like this, and he'll just be walking around talking loud as fuck. You can hear him across the whole land. And he will be walking just in circles around this shit for hours and hours of the day. So they had a neighbor that was almost 100 years old, and my cousin used to always hear voices. Something told my cousin to go and beat his neighbor to death. Beat this old person to death. So they put him in a home because he was schizophrenic, but he ended up passing away from being a diabetic also. But man, I'm telling you, I don't know what Keyshia was talking about. She could just snap him out of an episode. Bro, that shit does not work like that. Medicine don't even make them come down that fast. Like, that shit just slowly starts to digress. That shit just wasn't on my bingo card, man. I don't know.
Keyshia said that when Gucci Mane is going through an episode, she recognized it because, like, he'll put a period or he won't talk to her, and she'd be like, well, you're not talking to me, and she'd be like, you're sick, you're going through an episode, and he snaps out of it. As nursing students, have we learned that that is how easy somebody could snap out of having an episode?
No.
I can't hear y'all.
No.
So yeah, that was a little off to me, and I don't know, the way she was kind of talking, she sounds like a handler, but I don't know, a lot of people gonna say, well, that's just a good wife, but me knowing about schizophrenia, it don't just happen like that. Like, you don't just spot it and then be like, oh, you're going through an episode, you're sick.
If that's the case, they wouldn't be going to Holly Hill.
Right, like they would not be going to these institutions. I don't know what she meant, like he just snaps out of it, but I don't know. Like, do you just point it out and then it's like, oh, you're sick right now? And then he's like, oh yeah, I am sick, let me change my behavior. Because if that's the case, that's not schizophrenia, that's just him acting up. Like, I don't know. But I don't know, it was something off about that whole interview, and the fact that she don't even look like Keyshia Ka'oir.
So yesterday, everybody was talking about Gucci Mane and Keyshia Ka'oir's Breakfast Club interview. And of course, the conspiracy theorists came out saying that Gucci is a clone. They're saying Keyshia Ka'oir is his handler. Some people even called her a witch. And then this tweet went kind of viral, and I just wanted to address it. The real Gucci Mane was oft in prison. The cellmate at the time told what happened. This is a counterfeit, and she has been his handler since they so-called released Gucci. You don't go to jail fat and short, come out NBA tall and slim as fuck. Girl, bye. And then in her subsequent tweets, she talks about how he was cloned and yada, yada, yada. First off, Gucci was always 6'2". He was never short. Second, it's pretty common to see men come out of jail like real buff and just really fit, because all they do in there is fight and work out. My main point is directed at all the people who believe Gucci was cloned. What the hell is wrong with you? I really wish stupid people knew they were stupid, because then maybe they would stop talking. Who gains what from cloning Gucci Mane? Like, what's the purpose? Keep in mind, Gucci has been home for 9 years now. What has the clone done in those 9 years? Because I haven't seen much. Of all the 8 billion people on this earth that you could have cloned, why would it be him? What do you gain from cloning Gucci? Also, if you're looking up to lean addicted rappers, then you've already lost. The government doesn't have to do that much to get you. That's no shade to Gucci, of course. I'm just making a point. Y'all also don't understand how cloning works. When you clone something, the clone comes out as a baby. They don't come out as a fully grown adult man. And the clones die within months of them being born. But you don't know that because you get all your information from Facebook and YouTube comments. So I shouldn't be surprised. If anything I said offended you, I'm glad.
I knew that Earth was ghetto. I knew that we were doomed. When Keyshia Kayor got on that Breakfast Club interview yesterday and told everybody how Gucci Mane was schizophrenic and she be saving him from himself by taking his phone, changing his passwords and all that dumb shit, I knew that we were doomed when today it just came out that on her website, she's selling $525 mental health consultations, and she is in no way a mental health professional. She's in no way a mental health professional. This is against the law. I'm not really sure what she's doing. So you thought because you help your husband manage his schizophrenia that we were just going to automatically think that you were qualified. Do we look like Gucci Mane? No, like, do we look like Gucci Mane? What is wrong with y'all? Now, I be wondering, like, what is wrong? People find any angle that they can to exploit people when they have a little bit of buzz. And I just pray that God always numbers my steps and leads them so that I'm not exploiting my fucking people when I have a little more buzz in my name. Because that is diabolical. You are not a counselor. You're not a clinician. You're not none of that. But you think because you manage your husband's money and his schizophrenia, of course you're managing his schizophrenia. You manage his money. I'll manage it too if the price is right. That now all of a sudden you're a mental health professional or a guru. Y'all have to really go to hell with this one. You really do.
Hello, you guys. I'm back. Is that? Girl, you got taco meat on your chest, honey. Okay. Look, let me tell you something. I got something to say about this Gucci Mane thing. This Gucci Mane and Keyshia Kayor. That is not his wife. That is his handler, and I don't care what nobody say. Okay? And I just want to say this. This is how I know she's his handler. It's the bass that she got in her voice when she was like, I'm his power of attorney. It's just like how she said it. Like, if you go back and watch the interview, like the way she got like so, you know, the way that she got so stoic about and convocated about who she was in his life, right? And we all know she's his wife. That's a given, okay? But let me tell you one thing. That is not love that they have. It's not. Because you are controlling this person, right? She controlling everything he does. That is not love. That is manipulation, right? Because what he actually feels about her is being suppressed. Okay, what's actually happening, he's being suppressed, and people are saying, oh no, well, she's doing everything for him. No, she's trying to become God in his life, and she does not need to become God in his life. She is not God. That man needs to go to the Father. He needs to get help from the Christ, the Heavenly Father himself. Nobody can help him. If he's having mental episodes and he's going through things, she's doing all that to keep her bag, to keep the money coming in. Because she's protecting herself. It's not about him. She's protecting him because it's her life and income. And people can say all they want to. Oh well, she got her own stuff. She don't need him. She got her own bag. That don't mean that we don't know what type of income she got going on and how it relates to him. Okay, he has a whole label with artists on the label. Okay, and how much money he's worth. The catalog he has, the money he gets, right? And people are greedy. What's wrong with people? People, like, you know, she solidified herself with him. Period. And she has lipsticks and lipsticks and them things you put around your stomach. That it don't matter. She is manipulating him. The truth is in plain sight. He told me he hated me because that's how he actually feels. And he sat there in that interview and didn't say a word. If you loved him and you knew he was schizophrenic and he had episodes, why don't you just let him do it? Why don't you just let him be exactly who he is? Why are you ashamed about it to keep it from the public so much? Why? If that's who he is and you're happy to be with him. That's what I don't get. Y'all, he having another episode, then just let it be what? But this is the thing about society. If you have somebody in your life that is mentally unstable, or they could have a retardation about them, why? And you know that they're prone to have outbursts in public, what you gonna do? Chain them up? What you gonna chain somebody up because they're gonna have outbursts? And because you don't want to look a certain way? There's plenty of people in this world, right? That they have what's that condition?
autism, and they have outbursts. They do things. They run around the store. They might run and hit you. I've seen things. You know, people that are, you know, you could tell that there's something like mentally wrong with them, and they have the right to be there just like everybody else. What, you gonna contain them and wrap them up, keep them contained? They could walk and talk like everybody else. Gucci Mane has his own mind and mouth. How come he's not allowed to speak for himself? How come it's people and doctors chasing him down and he got to fight these people off of him? It's giving Shutter Island. Like I said, Shutter Island. You know what happened in Shutter Island? Leonardo DiCaprio, he went inside a mental ward, started taking the cigarettes, the medication, and drinking the Tylenol and all that stuff that they had. And then they start telling him who he was, right? They start telling him who he was. The prognosis, thank you, Holy Spirit. They start telling him who he was, what happened, and how he was a mental patient when they know damn well he came in with a partner and he was supposed to be investigating. The level of control and manipulation and gaslighting that the enemy has leverage over when it comes to the music industry is wild and it's crazy. Gucci Mane is under spiritual prognosis. I don't know if that's a word, but he's under spiritual warfare, and he's definitely under witchcraft. We need to pray for him. He needs prayer and help. When I seen that interview, my heart dropped down to my ass because I knew she was controlling him. I knew it by the way she was talking and how, well, if you are in love with him, if you love him, why don't you let him be? Why don't you let him be who he is so everybody can see? Why are you have to contain him and take this from him? And I want to prevent you from looking like a certain way. But why, when that is who he is? Why? Why are you scared of judgment from the world when that's your man? That's your man. Stick beside him. Schizophrenic episodes or not. You married him. You knew who he was. I'm trying to prevent you from looking stupid to the world. Why, when that's who he is? Why? When that's what he's liable to do. He's liable to have an episode. But what people don't realize is she's trying to prevent the truth from coming out. That's exactly what she's trying to do. She's trying to prevent the truth from coming out. How can he tell you he hates you, right? And then all of a sudden you tell him, I am your wife. You don't speak to me like that. And he just snaps out of it. He don't like you and he don't want you. He don't want to be controlled. He sat there and he did not have a voice of his own. He could not speak for himself. Because you know why? Because he's not allowed to speak for himself. Because then he's going to be diagnosed with an episode. And then them white people gonna be at his door trying to shoot him up with that stuff. Because he knows that you don't want him to wake up to see that you're the real enemy in his life. I seen it. You can't fool me. I know I got discernment. That is Jezebel. He said he was sitting up there like a toddler, like he didn't have no voice of his own. He has a voice of his own. Let him speak. If he's a man enough to sit up there and sleep with you, and he's man enough to sit up there and have a whole label, and he's man enough to do whatever he's doing for you in your life, and you sticking beside him, he's man enough to have a voice of his own. Let him speak about his own illness that he got. Right? These people are evil, and the illnesses that she's speaking of, right? And I'm sorry, these people are gonna be mad. The illnesses that she's speaking of is demonic. That's spiritual warfare. Any onset of the mind that you can't cognitively think properly is because the Father is not seated in the rightful throne of your mind. That's why you are under spiritual warfare. You are being controlled, or you don't know who you are, and then you have somebody like in Shutter Island. They was telling him who he was once they got him doped up enough, and he couldn't. His bodily function and senses the body couldn't keep itself safe. When you're around somebody that is unsafe, right? Your body tells you that. Your body will tell you this is not a safe situation. But when you doped up and on drugs and medication, your body can't fend for itself. And then people are able to come in and speak for you. Gucci Mane is under spiritual hypnosis, and nobody can tell me otherwise. I'm going to pray for Gucci Mane. I pray that the Father exposes Keyshia and bring that man back to his mind. It's not the real Gucci. Gucci probably dead. I think they killed him in prison. Cause they was calling me, like every time Gucci locked up, like all his nurses, cause every time Gucci get locked up, they put him on the mental floor. Cause we both got bipolar and schizophrenic and shit. So anytime any one of us get locked up, they don't put us in the general population. They take us to the mental floor. And when they take him on the mental floor, like all the nurses and be giving him the phone, they just let him have his way. That parading around out here, that ain't the real Gucci, man. So it's some weird going on out here. Like, I don't know if the clones, I don't put it past like nobody. I'm sure they got the technology to do that, but that's not the real Gucci.
Is you rolling? Is you rolling? Is you rolling? Is you rolling? Say I might be.
And nobody can convince me that Keyshia K'Oir don't have Gucci Man rooted and motherfucking booted.
Okay.
Rooted and booted. All I saw was, I don't know what she practiced, but you know she's Jamaican, and a lot of Caribbean women, they be rooting and booting up their men. They be doing all types of craft services and spirit cooking. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. They be doing that love work, that binding joint. Like, they be doing a lot. Like, I really feel like she's his handler as well. This is not to say that, you know, she's not helping him and she don't love him, but the way that I've seen people going up in the comments, that's a handler spell Rootwork type of situation that I picked up on. And also, I'm a need for black women to not think that that is love. Dealing with a man with mental health issues like that could be dangerous. It could be fatal. And it also drains you and sucks your life force. Yes, I'm sure she's staying for the bag and financial reasons, and I'm sure there's some real love there somewhere. But ultimately, it has a lot to do with money. Keeping up appearances, financial gain, funding her lifestyle. Like, Keyshia K'Oir has done so much plastic surgery, and she's beautiful nonetheless. I don't know what's going on with her face lately. She never needed to touch her face. She's a beautiful woman, but she's all about appearances. And I really do think that she handles everything. And because of the heavy, you know, substance abuse by Gucci and mixed with her messing with his free will, I think that has a lot to do with why he's kind of flown over the cuckoo's nest. And this is not me mocking mental illness, but I do believe that, you know, if a person is putting that heavy work on you, it could fuck with your mental. Feeding you certain types of herbs. We don't know what the hell she's administering to that man. We don't know if she got him on some type of regimen of herbs. We don't know. And that's his wife. So she's the only one that could get closest to him. And she said, I'll take his phone, I'll delete the app. So what if he really probably needs help from the outside, like Nicki Minaj said? Nicki Minaj called her a handler. He ain't got nobody. She isolated him too. Y'all think about it. Y'all keep saying that's a wife. That's what a wife do. That's not just what a wife does. That's also what a witch does and what a handler does.
Not a witch.
Spread love is the Brooklyn. What y'all think?
A little creepy to me. I don't know about y'all, but it gave sucking place. It gave when she was like, oh, when he's having psychotic episodes, I change the passwords and I lock him up and I hold him against his will. Baby, when your spells wear down, you kidnap him until you can put another spell on him. That's what it gave to me. I don't know, but I don't trust the light-skinned friend that looked like Michael Jackson, because what the fuck did she do to her face? Miss Keyshia, honey, please stay off of the Botox. You're addicted. But I don't know. I don't trust it. It seems real creepy, honestly. Like how she was just talking about how she just had so much control over a grown man's life. And your husband at that. I mean, he's supposed to leave, but it seems like you're doing all the pants wearing in this motherfucker. And the original Gucci I know wouldn't let that happen. So it got to be something powerful more than Gucci. She a little creepy to me. But I'm going to pray for my man Gucci Mane, because something not right. Especially with her, like, her whole image on how she abandoned her kids and all of this. It seems like she's good at making things happen the way she wants them.
Let me tell y'all a true story, be some boom. Watch this video to the end. First thing first, rest in peace to Gucci Mane's artist, Enchanting. She was down with 1017 Records. Now, I find it funny that she leaves the record label and then she ends up dead. 10 times, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let me get into this article. Rapper Enchanting dead at 26 after reported overdose. Mentor Gucci Mane mourns great young lady. The rapper was previously signed to Gucci Mane's 1017 Records. Stop playing with me, son. Now tell me, why would she leave the record label, then commit suicide? Stop playing with me, son. Rest in peace to her, but we all know what happens. Come on. Seems like every time one of these artists leave a record label, something happens to them. Stop playing with me, son. And here he is, the clone, Gucci Mane. Don't forget that. Stop playing with me, son. What really happened? Dead at 26? Atlantic Records? Stop playing with me, son. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. But just think about what I'm saying. Come on. This dude looking like a dark-skinned cheetah. Stop playing with me, son. That's not drip. That's not drip, homie. Tell me, clone, what really happened? When people decide to leave your record label, they end up gone? Wasn't that supposed to be a moment of celebration? Stop playing with me, son. Let's look at him and his clone robot wife. Come on. Well, look what we have here. 2 robots walking. Stop playing with me, son. I know you're not real. And if you're not real, maybe she's not real either. Gucci Mane, if I ever see you in public and I ask you about your artist and you don't give me a straight answer,
Did y'all see the Breakfast Club interview with Gucci Mane and his wife? Take a look at these pictures. I was there from the beginning with Gucci Mane, okay? I'm 43. Without saying too much, because I don't want people to be like, I'm a conspiracy theorist, because I'm not. I just see what I see, and I'm gonna believe my eyes over what the fuck the world says. Keyshia is Gucci handler. This man that she's married to, I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm gonna call him Gucci though. Follow me. She's his handler. Of course he's been diagnosed with schizophrenia, because who the fuck are you? Keyshia is his handler. I said what I said. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Y'all.
I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it, because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th, because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted. You know, and I just control everything at home. And now before the episodes come, I catch it. So that's why he hasn't had another one. And how you catch that is he doesn't speak to you. He wants to be left alone. He don't eat. He does not sleep. Text messages, there's a period after each word. And I'm like, you're going through an episode. You're sick. No, I'm not. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why do you think that? You're not speaking to me. Well, there's nothing to talk about. I said, well, that's not how you speak to your wife. And I'm like, you're sick. And we snap out of it right then.
Number 1, taking care of a close family member or a friend who lives with schizophrenia and bipolar is not an easy thing. It is emotionally, physically, psychologically draining for that caregiver. And so I hope that Keyshia is getting the help that she needs, that she is also in therapy, that she also has a community around her, and she is not the only one navigating these things. Number 2, if you are somebody who is taking care of a family member with severe mental illness such as schizophrenia, it is important for you to seek your own mental health as well, because we know that compassion fatigue, burnout, vicarious trauma, secondary trauma, all of these things are very real, that if you are in such a position, as it can impact your own mental health as well. 3. When it comes to a psychotic episode or a manic episode, a person cannot just snap out of it like that. So we have to know that maybe part of the story is also controlled, because this is Gucci going on a press tour for his book episodes. So they are describing things, and they may decide to leave some of it out, as they should. It is their private matter and they can decide to do that. But we have to know that when somebody is in a psychotic state, when somebody is in a manic state, they cannot snap out of it like that.
Evil voices in my head telling me go get this bread. Got a pocket full of dead people. Evil voices in my head telling me to get this bread. Got a pocket full of dead people. Evil voices in my head telling me to get this bread. Got a pocket full of dead.
True story, be so boom. Watch this video to the end. We got you now. You thought I wouldn't find you? I found the real Gucci man. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go. Pay attention, guys. He's about to show up right now on the bike. What the? Bro! That's the real Gucci man. And this is the No Diddy video. This is the video you're gonna use to show the real Gucci man? Stop playing with me, son. Who the hell was that? So y'all used the Gucci man No Diddy video to finally show us the real Gucci man? I'm gonna get to the bottom of this beat. Let's get back into this, man! Pay attention, guys. They're gonna show him again. Look at him. Notice how he's darker than the other Gucci man. Look, there you go right there. This is crazy, guys. They put it right in our faces and we don't even see it. Stop playing with me, son! What does this mean? 2 Gucci mans in the same video? Why you think he had the helmet on? He couldn't show his face, because we would have knew right away that that was the old Gucci man. Stop playing with me, son! This got me tight. Let's get back into this, man! This is crazy. Notice how his boy got his face open on the motorcycle, but Gucci man got his covered. Pay attention. Stop playing with me, son! Y'all put both of them out at the same time to try to play tricks with our minds? They try to play mind games with us, guys, but you gotta pay attention. Notice how the Gucci man on the bike never showed his face. He put the helmet on. He only showed this part. Well, the eyes is the keys to the soul. Stop playing with me, son! You ain't fooling me. Now they just putting it right in our face like, look, ha ha ha. The rap industry is laughing at us when we watch these videos. And they decide to bring the real Gucci man out on the No Diddy video? The irony. If I ever see both Gucci mans outside at the same time, I'm already gonna know which one to knock out. Trust me. Ah!
I ain't nobody for the mush, bro. So when you see, you think one gonna respect me unless somebody mush me back? Look at man. Who gonna say something good? Y'all scared to talk to me now. Look how y'all don't pay us a nigga. What you doing?
No, do what you do. Can't nothing stop me. Can't nothing hurt me. Right.
Okay,
if you try to hurt me, I'm confident that it ain't gonna work.
No one is playing with Gucci wife, and no one is believing anything that she says. Everybody's saying that she has done some root work on him. Now, I didn't even think about that, but as a Jamaican, I know that that stuff is very much so real. And when you really do watch the interview and she's talking about snapping her fingers and telling him that he's having an episode to snap out of it, everybody who has experienced a person with these type of mental health issues know that is no such thing. Even if they take meds, it takes them some time for the meds to start working. You will be sitting down scared for your life. I will say, with the two of them, they both controlling each other. But I could see you guys saying she done root work on him to be true because of the way that he's just so still. He's always listening to everything that she says. That's not Gucci. But y'all might be onto something. What else y'all got for me?
Let me tell y'all a true story, be so boom. Watch this video to the end. Who the hell is this, man? Who is this? Because I'm not calling him Gucci man at this point, B. Real talk. We all know at this point that he's not the real Gucci Man. We remember how Gucci Man looked. I don't care if he went to jail. Mind you, he wasn't even in jail over 5 years. And you're gonna come out like this? This is what I'm talking about, guys. Look at his teeth. Look at his teeth. Look at his mouth. Look at his jawline. Bro, this is not the real Gucci Man. You wanna see the real Gucci Man? Come on. Oh, this is the real Gucci Man. 1017 Brick Squad. Stop playing with me, son. This is who I really wanna see, man. Like, I miss the Gucci Man. I miss the real Gucci Man. I miss the manly Gucci Man. Long chains. I miss that era of hip-hop. Where is Gucci Man? Yo, if anybody knows about this beat, any information on where the real Gucci Man is, comment below right now, because this is crazy, B. Let's get back into the artificial Gucci Man, because this shit is pissing me off, B. I don't like replicas. I don't like replicas, man. I don't like people that go to jail for 3 years and come out a totally new person in shape. Drug-free. Stop playing with me, son. This is all cap, and this is not the real Gucci Man. And I'm really not feeling the way he looks. I ain't feeling his hairline. Look at his mouth. Look at his teeth. Look at his chin. Notice, guys, because I got another picture to show you. Look at his cheek, look at his chin, and look at his teeth. You ready? All right, let's go to the real Gucci Man, B. Now we talking. This is the real Gucci Man. Look at his teeth. There's nothing wrong with his teeth. Nobody gets new teeth if there's nothing wrong with their old teeth, B. Look at his chin. His chin is much smaller. The new Gucci Man, the chin is mad long, mad wide. Look at his cheekbones. Bro, this is a big difference. What I'm trying to say is that the Gucci Man that we see today is not the Gucci Man. That's an AI-generated clone. Stop playing with me, son. If I ever catch that fake Gucci Man in public, hold on, let me put his picture back up so I can knock him out. And he's trying to blend in like this Gucci Man? Bah!
Tab, I walked the yard with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who, you know what I'm saying, you talking about. Is it now or back in the day? He been gone since 2014, 2015, bro. You know, he ran into a couple of altercations when he was locked up the last time. So, the first one, when you know that transgender or whatever it was, that man that he was locked up in the cell with tried to lick his ice cream cone, his tattoo on his face, right? You know, that's the ice cream cone. You know, Gucci Man killed that man in his cell. You know, Gucci Man was a wild man. He didn't take nobody's shit, bro. And so, little to be known, after he killed that man, he was affiliated with a gang in that prison. Here it is, Gucci Man allegedly raped it in prison. You see what I'm saying? Like, the shit's still on Google. You can Google the shit. That what initiated, you know what I'm saying, what was going on. But hold up. Rumor that Gucci Man killed his cellmate for licking his face. Okay? It's right there. Gucci Man killed and replaced with a government clone. See, you have to understand, when things just get so out of pocket with these folks, they'll tell you the truth to make it still a lie. You know, but and here's the icing on the cake, my guy. Gucci Mane allegedly beaten up brutally and raped it. You see what I'm saying? So all that then took in place, you know, and what the straw that broke the camel back, he got into it with a security guard down there. Now this is coming from an inside source, a guy that was locked up with, and I've been ran across this information long time ago. But you know, the guy, he goes to say, you know, he got into it with the security guard and looked up Gucci Mane on the floor, bled out. You know, they bled him out. Didn't nobody come and help them. You know, it's something like that. That shit kind of went back with King Von. You know, when he went to the hospital. He was alive when he went to the hospital. But shit, he never came up out that motherfucker. Well, what happened with that? They already, when ELIXIR and these motherfuckers got a heads up about King Von, he was shot and going to the hospital. They already were bitten on his organ. You know what I'm saying? His heart, lungs, kidneys, all that shit. You got people with money. Millions and millions of dollars was on that man's head when he was going to the hospital. So it was a done deal on that. Makes sense? You know what I'm saying? kind of goes back to that what was that damn movie? You know that movie Us? No, not Us. Get Out. Yeah. But anyway, back to this, what I'm talking about though. So
the fans worldwide, as well as millions of dollars. Besides his music, Gucci Mane was also really well known for his wild antics he did while being in the limelight. Whether that was getting an ice cream cone tattooed on his face, or attacking people with pool sticks, people just always knew not to mess with Gucci Mane. Gucci was arrested approximately 9 times during his hip-hop career, and spent over 4 years incarcerated. Want to know more about Gucci Mane's 9 arrests that happened during his career? Well,
so now, when he got released out of prison, with what was that, 2016, 2017, he married her. That's his handler. When they clone you or do that Ultra K on your man, you know, they give you a handler to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you doing what you need to do. You know, so all this shit is under the hush-hush. Ain't no telling how much money they paid her to do that with Gucci Mane. Come on, Gucci Mane coming out of prison, getting married and all this shit, he all of a sudden just humbled himself. Gucci Mane was a wild, wild man. He was in his, early 30s, late 30s cutting up. It was just in his blood. That's just what he do, real goon, bruh. But let's see what she talking about.
They all y'all coming for me with these abandoned children in Jamaica, and they photoshopped 4 kids with Gucci in the middle. It was so bad. I'm like, what the hell? Can I enjoy my husband for a couple hours before y'all start with me?
but how many kids do you have?
Gucci and I both have children. You know, we do. And it's a situation where I am proud to...
So, you know, it was the little ordeal that he supposedly left her like $1 million, and she done flipped it like 2-3 times. And, you know, that little shit like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But Gucci, he been gone, man. You know, I miss that man, the real goo-wop. You know, when you get around certain people and you be exposed like that, man, you know, shit, and they want you, they gonna get you if they want you. You know, keep in mind, you know, Waka Flocka said, you know, he ain't been around him. He haven't saw him. It's a lot of his family members said they ain't seen that man. You know, there's a lot of motherfuckers on the hush-hush. They ain't finna say that shit. You know, Atlanta is a capital or the motherfucking gateway to hell. You know, you can get money out there. It's just what it is. But Gucci been dead, bro. You know, wherever how you want to go about this shit, I done showed you all these little articles and stuff, and you can go back and look it up yourself. But you know, yeah, they took that man out down there 10 years ago. But yeah, just a little quick story time, man. This is educational purpose. But you know, real quick, you can't tell me this gentleman right here or this gentleman right here is this man right here. See, and it's another real picture of Gucci Mane. Us barefaced men's, I'm gonna say, because I don't have no beard. We not finna grow no fucking beard. You know what I'm saying? We can't do it. Now, you got people that got money and get them implanted in, like Floyd Mayweather, who else? A couple of other people that had implanted beards. Trying to think, somebody, Yo Gotti. You know, them barefaces, we barefaces niggas. We can't grow beards. But after that incident with him getting licked on the face and he killing that gang member, you know, Gucci Mane fucked around and had about 10 niggas to come in his goddamn cell and they gang raped him. They beat his ass and they you know, they had their way with him. His rectum was damaged poorly. So anyway, how you want to go, his manhood was taken in prison. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I don't think any man be the same. You get your manhood taken. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, bro, it's shit. Why? I just want to come back in and clarify a couple of things. I went back over my videos, making sure I wanted everything to connect on what I'm saying. But yeah, it was like 10 game, big. They say big niggas came in there, piped them up, beat them down, And so shit, and there was still all this shit was just going on. But social media is so good at covering shit up, bro. But yeah, man, all that was taking place in 2015, because that was the last time he got locked up. I think in 2014, 2015, he never made it out of prison, bro. And again, like I told you, that source that was telling you that they bled him out, they said they don't know who the hell they let it out. Some dude named Hopkins, or what that nigga that, he got to talking about, he got to put on the Gucci. I was about to say some Gucci. I need some fucking Gucci. Anyway, the Gucci suit. But yeah, bro, it's just, little quick story time, man. But yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Jenny and this is Shameless Plug. So I want to tell you guys about my Crown of Success manifestation book with easy, simple rituals and spells to manifest a life of abundance in your life. And those spells are so easy, even a child can do it. So this book is filled with different spells that I've learned over the years from my family, passed down from grandma and everything. And also those are spells that I've actually tried and I know that they work. So this book not only teach you step by step on the things that you can do that are so easy that a child can do it, but it tells you like the proper moon phase to use, alchemy, manifesting with numbers, numerology, and also the days of the week that best fit for this particular spell. So it tells you the timing of when to practice the spell, the days of the week, the moon phase. It shows you all the colors of the candles that you should be using and different planets. So for example, I show you like planet Jupiter is for Thursdays and the hours of the days that you should be doing the spell. So this is an easy road opener spell. So I know a lot of people like to do like different spell work, but if your roads are blocked, of course your spells are not going to work. So it's good to unblock yourself first and then start using the spell, especially with the new years and the new days to come. And also I have some amazing spells in here. This is a powerful quick money spell, so if you're in a bind for some money and you're just trying to get some money. And I even have some easy, powerful spell to win game of chance. So if you are a gambler, now I don't promote gambling, but if you are a gambler and you're just trying to make some money and trying to make sure you win, these spells will definitely help you. It tells you the best days to do it. So it says the best days to perform this spell is on a Thursday, Jupiter day. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune, luck, and expansion. Jupiter is the best day to perform spells that boost luck and increase your chance of success in any game of chance or any money spell, period. It has a list of so many spells that you can incorporate in your life with this new year to bring prosperity. And I even put some bonus spells on here, which for Saturday is a day to do like protection work. So I have a spell for like send back to sender. So I put some bonus spells on here, and then a protection with Archangel Michael. So there's so many spells on here. Removing the evil eye spell, so you can remove evil eye in your money and also in your everyday life. New Year home blessing spell, and I know it's been a few days since the new year started, but you can always do a home blessing spell any days of the week. As long as you need it, you could do it. So anyways, guys, this is my book. It's called Crown of Success by Jenny, and it's available on Amazon, the ebook and also the physical copying. So please grab a copy if you're interested in supporting this channel. This is a way to support the channel and to support me as well for putting out, content every day for you guys to enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book, and I hope you go and grab your copy, whether it's the ebook or the physical copy. I say have a physical copy, but it's really up to how much, your wallet and what you can afford. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Mwah. This is a shameless plug, so just check out my channel, okay? Love you guys. Mwah.